Hey, this is Doc Yates. I'm a naturopathic doctor, registered acupuncturist, and a kinesiologist, owner of the Yates Naturopathic Clinic, and the founder of the interactive health website, Able Health. And this is the Simply Health Podcast, a show for females where I work to simplify and demystify the secrets of achieving optimal health naturally, based on my own experience in working with thousands of female patients over the past 15 years of my clinical practice. Welcome to Simply Health. Hey, this is Doc Yates, and on the drive today, we're going to talk about surviving the sandwich. And no, I don't mean we're just talking about some sort of low-carb diet. I'm talking about surviving the time when you're stuck in the sandwich generation. So this is something that happens, and it's very common for a lot of my clients in perimenopause and menopause. And though this talk today doesn't have anything to do with hormone balance or anything along those lines, it is still a major concern for a lot of my clients. So the sandwich generation, in case you didn't know, it's when you're stuck in between and you have dual duty where you're not just taking care of your own children, but you're taking care of your ailing parents and your aging parents. And it is a very busy and trying time. And what we want to do in today's podcast is to help you get through it, because we do feel that helping people out, taking care of people, having that type of compassion is extremely honorable, and we want to make sure that we can help you through this. Because it's not really a time where people are generally thriving, it's more of a surviving type time. So I compare this and the goals of the treatment and the goals of the recommendations of this podcast. It's called passing the swim test, or passing the bucket swim test. And what that means is that in a lot of studies, it doesn't sound cruel, it is cruel. They would take mice, they put them in buckets of water, and they have them swim until they're so exhausted that they're just about to drown, and then they pull them out. And they time how long that they last for. And then they'll take the mice and they'll feed them different extracts, different herbal extracts, different vitamins, different remedies. And then they redo the tests to see if adding those things into their diet or those supplements or herbs improve their endurance and the amount of stress that they can take. So whether they can take more stress so they can swim longer. And that's basically what we want you to do, is we want to make sure that you keep swimming during this phase and don't drown. So the number one thing for that is adrenal support. And there's two types of adrenal support that you might want to consider. There's adrenal herbs. So there's let's go back. There's the basic B vitamins. But if you're taking just B vitamins and that's what you consider, or people are telling you is adrenal support, that's just the tip of the iceberg. So it goes much beyond that. So a B complex would be a good idea. And then for the adrenal herbs, there's herbs that give energy and help stimulate energy. Those would be adrenal herbs that you could take in the morning. But then there's also adrenal herbs that have more of a calming effect, so that you'll get a more restful sleep. So point number one, going through this, when you're supporting everyone else, make sure you are supporting your adrenal glands. Point number two ties right back into adrenals. It's your sleep. You could take all the best adrenal herbs in the world, but if your sleep's not good, it's not going to cut it, which is why the calming adrenal ones that can help induce a better sleep, or you take a formula with some calming adrenal herbs, like say you take holy basil as a calming adrenal herb, or some schisandra, and then combine that with some sleep herbs, like let's say hops or linden. Put those in a formula, or have someone put those in a formula. Or even if you're not at that point, if you just want to find something basic, using a little bit of melatonin or magnesium to improve your sleep. If sleep is even an issue. If you're sleeping great, perfect. Then we can check off number two. Point number three, herbal teas. And as you guys all know, I have a big bias towards herbal teas because I just find them to be so helpful. So you could literally make it so that when you're drinking herbal teas in the morning, they're supporting your adrenal glands. When you're drinking herbal teas after lunch, they're supporting your digestion. One's in the late afternoon to calm and deal with stress. Literally every time you're hydrating yourself, you could be getting some additional benefit while you're helping take care of everyone else in your family. Point number four is movement, and preferably outdoor movement. So the more you can get outside and move around, get exercise, the more that's going to help your body deal with all the extra stress from being a caretaker on both sides. So movement, outdoor movement. And now this would be a situation if you really feel like you are burning yourself out, as opposed to normally I would say push yourself hard till you sweat. In this case, I just more care about getting out and getting movement, and kind of allows you to clear your brain and separate yourself from the situation. So it kind of depends on where you are in this journey right now. If you feel like you're just starting out, keep exercising, short bursts, do it to break a sweat. If you've been into it for a while and you feel like, okay, I'm burning myself out here, then don't push yourself as hard. Just, get outdoors, take a walk, do some light yoga, those types of things, just to get the movement. Point number 5 is try to make healthy choices, not vices. A lot of times when people get really busy and they're stressed and they're driving around, they're like, you know what, forget it, I'm just going to grab this just to get me through. Oh, now I'm going to grab this just to get me through. And they're looking for all these quick little vices they can use just to get them through that period of time. But the thing is that that's just making that period of time harder on your body. So you need to, I know this is an added step, but anything you can do, or like picking a healthier choice for food, for drinks, if you're going to grab food on the go, can you find something where you're getting leafy greens, colorful fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats? All of these things will help your body as it's going through this. And number 6, which has nothing to do with supplements or teas or anything like that, but it's probably actually the most important of all, is a support network. So while you're supporting everyone else, your parents, your kids, maybe even an ailing spouse, make sure that try to surround yourself in those off times with people that can help support you. So whether it's a friend network, a group through your church, find that support just to help yourself out. And then the other thing you want to support is not just yourself, but is there anyone else that you can find to help you support in the workload that you're bearing? So whether you could find some like at-home nurses that can help out, maybe a sibling or anyone else that can, or even if your kids are older, if they can kind of help cover some extra duties. A lot of people find it very difficult to delegate, and they try to take on way too much for themselves. And while they think what they're doing is best, what you can accomplish on your own is so little compared to what you can accomplish with a team. Even healthcare professionals use teams. So try to build a team, because if you try to take it all on yourself, you're going to burn yourself out. And once you burn yourself out, then you can't help anyone. So look to delegate. Sometimes too, people dealing with their aging parents, their parents are like, no, I want you to do it. And this is a situation where sometimes you can't just give them what they want. You have to give them what they need. And what they need is more support than you can offer on your own. So keep offering your support. Your support is probably better spent from more of a relationship support, to be there, to talk with them, to spend time with them. And if you can delegate some of the other duties, that would be better for everyone. So just to review, how to survive the bucket test of the sandwich generation: support your adrenals, make sure you're getting good sleep, consider adding herbal teas throughout the day, try to get outside, get some movement, try to make healthy choices when it comes to things that you're eating and drinking, as opposed to just picking vices just to get you through, because it's not something that is just going to be a couple of weeks. This can go on for years. And then have a support network and try to delegate as much as you can. You'll be better off for it. So this is Doc Yates. I hope this was helpful, and I am signing off. Thanks for tuning in to Simply Health. If you want to learn more about health, check out Able Health. If you want to see some of the other projects that I've been working on in health, business, music, and life, please check out the links below.